Hi, good morning. Happy Monday. Hope you all had a nice weekend. I'm just gonna get the camera adjusted. Cool. All right. So today's practice, we're gonna be this whole week actually. We're gonna do a little deep dive awareness into our legs. Okay. So our legs um, have lots of different parts to them. So we're going to spend each practice kind of diving into a different area. So today's practice is actually going to be focusing on overall hip mobility and kind of the backs of the legs. Okay, so think backs of the thighs, calves, feet. All right, so for today's class, I recommend you having a block or a book or um, a throw pillow or a blanket. Um, something soft is appropriate as well, especially if you are only working with a hard book. I actually suggest you going ahead and getting something softer. So maybe that throw pillow off of your sofa or even a shower towel that you could roll up. Okay, we'll get started here in just a minute. As always, if you're working with any injuries, please listen to your body and take a minute, come out of the shape. All right, so if you have your prop handy, so if you're working with a yoga block, awesome, grab that. Or your soft thing from your sofa, go ahead and grab that. We're gonna start off today in a newer shape. We're gonna do a toe stretch. Okay, so if you have a towel or blanket, just go ahead and roll it up. All right, start first by coming to all fours. Tuck the toes behind you. Take a look at your toes. Make sure all 5 little toes are touching the ground. Okay, so depending on the shape and length of your toes, you might need to help it out. I always have to help out my baby toe. It doesn't ever want to go to the ground. Okay, come up to stand on your knees and then place either the block or the blanket behind your knees. Okay, and then go ahead and sit back. If this feels funny with the block here and you don't need it, go ahead and remove it. Um, I find it helps take a little pressure off the knees and bring all the focus to the toes, but it might just distract you. So, your choice. All right, so here, start to, obviously, you're probably feeling this a lot in your toes right now. So, you lean forward, it'll take away some of the sensation. And then the more you lean back, the more feeling you're going to have in the toes. So, find a spot you feel as though you can remain still. Okay, we're going to stay here for a few breaths. So, really try to bring your awareness to your breath. These really intense shapes, we want to move, we want to get out, we don't want to be here anymore. Okay, just see if you can remain. Trying to find a little calm amidst the discomfort. Staying here for 3 more deep breaths. Good. Now slowly lean forward. Untuck the toes very gently. Whew. You feel a little contracting on the bottom of the foot. Go ahead and just pat out your feet. All right. And then we'll go ahead and find child's pose. Okay, so your knees can be wide or together. And just bring your hips back and then rest your head down either on your forearms or your arms go by your side. Okay, the focus in this shape right now is to just kind of allow the fronts of the ankles to melt down. So allow the feet to relax, to soften. We don't pay too much attention to our toes throughout the day, and this stretch is one that brings glaringly loud attention to the toes. All right, go ahead and come on up to a tabletop shape. Okay, so shoulders over wrist, hips over knees. Okay, and then just go ahead and do a little spinal warm up here. Maybe taking cat and cow. Moving the hips side to side. Okay, and then go ahead and come back to center. I'm gonna go ahead and rotate myself so you can see better. Okay, so you're in a tabletop position. Take your right leg behind you. The sole of the foot goes up to the ceiling. Okay, so the thigh is parallel with the ground. Hips are nice and even, so squeeze your belly. Okay, then turn your knee out to the right, so external rotation. Really flex your toes here. Okay, so your inner thigh is pointing towards the ground now. Okay, and then draw your knee up towards your right shoulder. Bring it up as high as you can. And keep the hips even, and then lower that knee down towards your right wrist. Draw the knee to center. And then send the leg back and up to starting point. Okay, so we're going to do this external circle again. So turning the knee, bringing it up to your shoulder. Keep those toes flexed. Lower the knee down to the wrist. Come back to center. And then back up again. So just notice here, notice your range of motion. Okay, so keep your low belly tucked in. That'll help keep your hips level. When your hips are level, your range of motion is going to be isolated to this one hip. Okay, and then once you get back to the starting point, just pause here. We're gonna reverse the circle now. So bring your knee down towards the center, then out towards the wrist, and then lift, lift, lift this leg up. Good, and then internally rotate it so the sole of the foot faces the ceiling. Good, and then draw it into center. Out to the wrist. Lift the knee up. Good, rotate it in. Back down, one more circle. Good, and then go ahead and release that right leg. Okay, we're gonna do the same work on the other side. Lift the left leg up. Okay, so the sole of the foot is facing the ceiling. Front of the thigh is pointing towards the ground. Then rotate that left knee out. Okay, so then the inner thigh faces the ground. Bring that knee up to your left shoulder. Then drop it down to the wrist, into the center, and back up to the starting point. Move nice and slowly. You might find you have different coordination from side to side. So you might need to go a little slower. Maybe you find this side is a lot more smooth. Just really focus on each segment of this circle. Good, and then when you bring the leg back up to the starting position, we're gonna reverse this now, okay? So bringing the knee down to the center, out to the side, lift it up, and then internally rotate so the sole of your foot goes up. Realize you can't see any of my left leg here. Okay, back down to the center, out to the side, lift. You might find here your right side is feeling a little fiery, right? So your right leg is doing a lot of work to keep you stable, keep those hips level. All right, go ahead and release that left leg down once you complete that circle. And then just rotate your hips side to side. Okay, now from here, send your right leg out to the side. We're going to do gate pose. So bring the sole of your foot down onto the mat. Your foot is in line with your left knee. And go ahead and just lift your chest up. I'm kind of running into the wall here a little bit, so I might have a funny shape for my demo. Make sure that your whole right foot is onto the ground. Arms go out wide. Press your hips forward. And then lower your left hand down. Right arm goes up overhead. Press the hips forward. Okay, keep putting weight down through that right foot. Then come on up. And then lower the right arm down, left arm goes high. Reach, reach, reach. Good, and then come on back to center. Just lower your hands down to the mat. Keep your right leg where it is. Tuck your left toes. Lift your left leg up, and then send your right leg back and up, three-legged down dog. Find scorpion dog, so bend the knee, stack the hips. Okay, feel a stretch through your inner thighs, right side body. Good, and then go ahead and lower that right knee back down to the ground, and just swing your left leg out, preparing for gate pose. Lift your chest up. Okay, press your entire left foot down into the ground. Hips go forward, arms go to the side. I have a wall here, so I will stop. And then lower the right hand down, left hand overhead. I wish you could see behind the scenes of this room, because it's quite a small room. Come on up to center. Uh-oh. Hopefully that thing doesn't fall off the wall. Rotate the other way, reach the right arm up and overhead. This is a very tiny room, so I had to get quite creative with where the mat goes so that you can actually see me practicing. All right, come back to center. Lower your hands down. Tuck the right toes. And send the left leg back and up, three-legged dog. Find scorpion dog. Bend the knee, stack the hips. Good, and then lower it down. Welcome to your first downward facing dog of today's practice. Okay, so bringing that awareness now in the shape to the back of the legs. So go ahead and bend your knees quite a lot. Feel your tailbone go up to the sky with that nice long feeling in your low back. Start to lengthen the backs of your legs. So you'll feel this through the back of your thighs, through your calves. Okay, so feel your hip bones kind of blossoming open up to the sky. Okay, blossoming open. I know that's kind of a strange word, but it really is the very tops of the thighs, drawing your bum up to the sky to tap into that length, the back of the legs, then draw the backs of the heels nice and long. Doesn't matter if they touch the ground or not, just feel them growing longer. Okay. Good. Now send the right leg forward, low lunge. Come on up to your fingertips here. Inhale, chest goes forward, shoulders go back. Okay, pausing here, feeling this nice stretch through the left leg. Good, and then straighten the right leg. Lean the upper body forward. Okay, feel the stretch here on the back of the right leg. Also maybe in the back of the left leg a little bit too. Right, we'll do this one flow. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, straighten the leg. Inhale, bend the knee, look forward and step forward and fold. Ragdoll Uttanasana here. Feet are hip width distance apart. Bend the knees a lot. Grab opposite elbows. Relax the head. Maybe sway side to side. Okay, lower the hands down. Keep the knees nice and bent here. All right, see if you can bring the weight to the front of the feet. And again, feel the backs of your hips, the very back point of your hips, reaching up to the sky. Almost like you're trying to draw your tailbone up. Okay, good. Inhale, slowly roll up to stand. Arms reach overhead. And then as you exhale, hands to heart center and bend the knee, chair pose. Okay, hips go back, tailbone tucks, squeeze the legs. Inhale, reach up, stand up, and exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift as you breathe in. And exhale, step the right leg back. Right leg goes back, you're in a low lunge shape. Come on to your fingertips. Inhale, bend the right knee just a little bit. Soften it to the ground, hips melt forward. Chest goes forward. And then as you exhale, straighten the front leg. Draw your forehead towards your shin. Draw your right heel back. So really feel your right heel going long. It may or may not touch the ground. Okay. Take this one flow. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale, straighten the leg. Inhale, come forward. Plant your hands. Step your foot back. High plank pose. Push the mat away with your hands. You can have your knees up or down. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, lower all the way down. Untuck the toes. Inhale to cobra pose. For cobra pose, just lift the heart. Draw your elbows in by your waist. Okay, there's not a whole lot of weight in your hands. Good, lower your forehead down, push back up, press into downward facing dog. Okay, we'll flow that series. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Come onto the fingertips. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Inhale, bend the knee, step forward and fold. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. And exhale, chair pose, bend the knees. Inhale, stand up. And exhale, folding forward. Okay, inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins, long spine. Send your tailbone back. Exhale, fold. We'll do this a couple more times. Inhale, halfway lift. So as you do this, feel the backs of your hips extend to the back of your mat. And then as you fold forward, feel that transition up to the sky. One more time. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Good. Place your fingertips down. Step your right leg back. Right leg goes back. Come onto the fingertips. Inhale, chest forward, gaze forward. Exhale, straighten the leg. Inhale, bend. Good, and then this time exhale, plant the hands, send the left leg back, downward facing dog. Inhale, coming forward to plank pose. And exhale, lowering all the way down. Untuck the toes, press your pelvis down to the mat. Inhale, cobra pose. And exhale to downward facing dog. Breathing deeply here. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, step it between your hands. Spin the back foot down. Press into the back edge of the left foot. And then lift your chest for warrior one. Okay, so you can start today with your hands on your hips. Okay, so bring your hands kind of lower on your hips. So they're right at that hip crease. So that way you're going to be able to feel your muscles engage. Okay, so press into the back edge of the back foot and notice how the very top of your left butt engages. Okay, see if you can press that a little more forward. Maybe you walk your front foot out to the right a little bit, get some more space. Okay, and then press into the ball of the front foot. Inhale, straighten the leg. Okay, and then exhale, bend into it. And as you bend into it, you'll notice the left side really engage. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Feel the right glute turn on. Exhale, bend. One more time, inhale. And exhale. This time, inhale, reach the arms up overhead. And as you exhale, fold forward into a pyramid pose. Okay, so this time you have both feet planted on the ground. See if you can continue to press a little bit, rather even out the weight between both feet. Okay, lift up on your right kneecap. So you're going to see the front of the thigh engage. As you do that, see if you can fold a little further forward, bringing the sensation to the back of the right thigh. All right, bend into the front knee, lift your chest up, and then open to warrior two. So you're gonna maybe adjust your feet here. Take a wider, longer stance. Your hips are open. Okay, straighten the front leg. Inhale, reverse triangle pose. So your right arm goes up. Okay, keep drawing the right thigh back towards your hip socket. Good, come back to center, and then moving to Trikonasana pose. Reach the right arm forward and down, left arm goes up. So your right hand can come to the inside of your shin. Okay, with your right thigh, feel it kind of curling under. Gazing up at the top hand if that's comfortable. Good, inhale, come on back up. Bend your front knee, warrior two. Then inhale, reverse warrior. Right arm goes up. Front knee keeps drawing forward. Nice, strong front leg. And then bring your hands down to the mat. Step back to plank pose. Take a breath in here. As you exhale, the lower chaturanga. So just lower down halfway. Elbows come in by your waist. Untuck your toes. Press your hands down. Press up to upward facing dog. So thighs come off the mat. Heart goes forward. And exhale to downward facing dog. All right. Inhale, lift the left leg up. As you exhale, step it between your hands. Spin the back foot to the ground. And inhale, come up to warrior one. Hands go on your hips. Okay, go ahead and walk that front foot out to the left side if you need some more space. Okay, so your hands are low on your hips. Press into the back edge of the right foot and draw that thigh forward. Really feel those muscles engaging. Okay, and then press into the ball of the front foot. Inhale, straighten the leg, feel the left side engage. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bend. Lift up. And bend. Now you might feel a really subtle engagement through the muscles, right? Sometimes it's more obvious when we feel it. In this particular move, I can feel it more with the back leg engaging than I can with the one that's bent. Inhale, reach your arms up, straighten the front leg. Draw that left thigh bone back, and then go ahead and fold forward, floor pyramid pose. Drawing your forehead towards your shin. Continuing to press energy out the back heel. Good, bend the front knee. Inhale, come on up to warrior one. And open up to warrior two. Okay, so you can adjust the feet, take a wider stance if you wish. Okay, draw the front thigh forward, out to the left. Inhale, reverse, reach the left arm up. Good, come back to warrior two, straighten the front leg. All right, we're gonna do reverse triangle. I introduced that reverse warrior a little early on this side. I just really like that shape. Okay, keep reaching the left hand up and back. Good, come back to center, and we'll do triangle pose. Reach the left arm forward and down. Okay, the left hand can come anywhere to the inside or outside of the left thigh or shin. Press your hand into the leg, open your chest to the side. Feel your legs nice and strong. Feel that left thigh kind of curling under. It's like your left butt is kind of scooping under up to the right. Good, go ahead, come on back up. Bend the front knee, bonus reverse warrior as you inhale. Good, and then as you exhale, bring your hands back down. Step it back to plank pose. We'll move through a vinyasa together, lowering down halfway, elbows by the waist. Inhale, upward facing dog, thighs off the ground. Exhale, downward facing dog. Cobra is always an option. Right, the cobra, your chest is lower to the ground, the thighs stay on the ground. Okay. Inhale, lift the right leg up. And exhale, step it forward. Carrying on now with the sequence. Spin the back heel down. Inhale, lift up to warrior one. Okay, so we're just gonna pause here in the warrior one this time. Okay, arms can reach overhead. Draw the low belly up. You feel the back leg nice and long and strong. Relax the shoulders. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, lean forward. You can bring your hands to heart center and float up to a warrior three, lifting the left leg up. Toes point down to the ground. You can keep the hands at heart center or extend them long. We're here for three, for two, and one. Lower your hands down to the mat. Bend the front knee. Step back to a low lunge. Spin the back heel down. Lift up to warrior two. Okay, pausing here in the warrior two. Feeling the hips open. All right, now take a look at your front toe. Bring your left hand to your waist. Start to hop or inch the back foot forward. We're gonna move to half moon pose. So reach the right arm down, If you have that block or the book or your pillow even, something to bring the floor closer to your hand, place the right hand on that object. Okay, open the hips, so your hips stay open as they were in Warrior Two. Flex the back foot, maybe reach the left arm up. Okay, pausing here. Take one more breath in. And as you exhale, slowly step that left foot to meet the right and forward fold. All right, so here in the forward fold, you're welcome to do what you wish with your hands. Maybe wrap them behind the legs, or you can find a ragdoll pose again. Just notice here how one side feels compared to the other. Does one side feel longer or heavier? Okay, release your hands. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and step the right foot back here. Not really feeling too many vinyasas today. So step the right foot back, spin the right heel down onto the ground. Inhale, lift it up to Warrior One. Okay, we will pause here. Again, you can walk the front foot out to the left a little bit as you press the front thigh forward. See if that gives you a little more room for your hips. Engage the back leg. Draw the low belly up. Take a breath in, reach up. So you exhale, draw your hands to heart center, start to lean forward and float the back leg up. Go nice and slow here. Warrior Three. Point the back toes down to the ground. Okay, so you're gonna, okay, and then reach forward. Take a breath in. Good. As you exhale, bring the hands down to the mat. Slowly step the right foot back. Spin the heel down. Inhale, open up to Warrior Two. Pausing here in this shape. Reaching with the hands. Feel your front thigh engaging. Feel this front thigh kind of scooping under. Okay. Good. Bring the right hand to your waist. Look down at your front toes. Start to scoot that right foot a little closer and then come to half moon pose. Okay, again, placing that block under your hand, lifting the right leg up, opening the hips. So keep the hand on your hips. Feel that right hip opening up. And then maybe you reach the right arm up. Reaching the arm up is kind of just like sprinkles on a sundae, right? They're fun to have, but not necessarily needed. Okay, we're here for 3, for 2, and 1. Slowly bring that right foot down to meet the left and fold. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do a forward fold variation here. We will do Pada Gusasana today. So bend your knees a lot and then take your pointer and middle fingers, wrap them around your big toes. Okay, so bend your knees as much as you need to get those hands down there. And then inhale, lift your belly away from your thighs, long spine. And as you exhale, fold forward. Okay, so you can keep that bend in your knee. And the elbows out to the side. Relax the head. Feeling the backs of the thighs nice and long. Good. Go ahead and release these toes. And then slowly squat on down. Grab a seat on the mat. All right. Okay, so we're gonna do some seated forward folds. So start first by extending your right leg long, bring the left foot to the inside of your thigh. Okay, rotate your chest so your chest is facing the front thigh. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, fold forward. Okay, so the target here is the back of the right thigh. Okay, so make sure you adjust yourself in a way where you're feeling the stretch on the back right thigh. You might also feel some bonus stretches in the left hip. Relax the head down. Good, slowly come on up. We're gonna switch sides now. Left leg goes long, right foot comes to the left inner thigh. Okay, rotate your chest so it's in line with the left thigh, and then fold forward. Same thing, target here is the back of the left thigh. Okay, relaxing into this, breathing deeply. Good, go ahead and come on back up. Extend both legs out long. Okay, this might be where you wanna grab your pillow or the blanket that you have as an option. Okay, so your heels can be together or a bit wider. Inhale, reach your arms out. And as you exhale, fold forward. Okay, so the target is the back of both thighs. Here, if you have a pillow or the blanket, you can kind of take that and give it a little hug to lean forward as well. Might feel kind of nice to have that pillow on your belly, allowing your low back to round a little bit. All right, go ahead and come on back up. We're gonna lower down onto our backs today. Okay, lower onto your back. Go ahead and hug your knees into your chest. Just rock side to side. All right, and then extend the left leg out long. Send the right leg up, and then reach your hands for the back of the right thigh, or if it's open to you, the back of your shin. But I'm gonna keep mine on my thigh. Okay, so flex your left toes. Left leg is nice and long. Slowly start to draw the right leg towards you. Keep the foot engaged. Okay, maybe you do a little bit of a pulse, just a little gentle movement, drawing that leg closer to you. Okay, and then bend the right knee. We're gonna do half happy baby. So you can just keep your hands on the back of your thigh and hang out here. That's perfectly fine. Or reach for the edge of your right foot. Okay, draw the knee towards your shoulder. Okay, feel the back of the right thigh getting long. You might also feel a little bonus on the front of the left hip. Okay, go ahead and release that. Right leg goes long. Lift the left leg up. Grab for the back of the left thigh. Okay, and then just start to slowly draw that left leg towards you. Maybe taking little pulses. Okay, And then go ahead and bend the knee. Do half happy baby. You can either keep your hands on your thigh or reach for the edge of the foot. Okay. Keeping the right leg nice and long. You might find the right heel floats off the ground. That's okay. Okay, keep drawing the left knee towards your shoulder. Feel the back of the left thigh. Stretching. Good. And then release that down. Hug both knees into your chest. Okay, we're going to rock side to side. And then we'll do a variation of a twist. So again, send the left leg long, hug the right knee in towards your chest. Give it a little squeeze this time, holding onto the shin. And then with your left hand, draw your leg across your body. Send your right arm out to the side. Gaze falls to the right. Okay. Allow your right shoulder to melt down towards the ground. Come on back to center. And switch sides. Hug your left knee into the chest, grabbing for the shin this time, drawing the shin and the knee closer to the shoulder. Okay, and then take your right hand, guide that knee across your body. Extend the left arm out to the side, look to the left. Allow the shoulder to melt down. Okay, come back to center. Hug both knees in. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, find final Shavasana. So send your legs out nice and long. Arms go by your side. Close your eyes. Relax here. Allowing the tension to melt away. Relaxing your eyebrow. Relaxing your eyelids. Relaxing the jaw. Relaxing the back of the neck. Relaxing the throat. Relaxing the collarbones. Allow the sensation to cascade down your body. Allowing yourself a few moments of rest here. Slowly start to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Reach your arms overhead. Take a big breath in and stretch. And exhale, just melt down. Bend the knees, roll onto your side, resting your head in your arms. Okay, and then keep your eyes closed. Come on up to a seat. Place your hands at heart center. thank yourself for taking the time to practice today. Bring your thumbs up to your forehead. Take a big breath in, see yourself illuminate. And as you exhale, bowing forward in light and love and gratitude. Namaste. Thanks for joining. I hope you enjoyed the practice today. I'll be back here live again tomorrow. Have a wonderful day ahead, and I'll see you soon.